Right.
Hey!
Welcome to Talking About Hamilton, a podcast where we talk about other podcasts and talk about Hamilton.
Okay, no, I'm stealing that right now. I'm stealing that right now.
How does a ragtag volunteer army in need of a shower somehow defeat a global superpower? How do we emerge victorious from the quagmire? Leave the battlefield waving Betsy Ross's flag higher? Yo, turns out we have a secret weapon.
Hey everybody, welcome to Talking About Hamilton. It's the podcast where we talk about the podcast talking about Hamilton. Also, there's terrible things with enthusiasm. In the room tonight we have Boots Raingear.
Tom Selleck, a poor man's Lee Horsley.
Kumquat's up.
Because IMDb's message boards continue to be utilized by a small but passionate community of IMDb users, we announce our decision to disable our message boards.
Frank West.
The other thing that happened in this scene is that Blade opened his eyes, and on the day, Wesley did not open his eyes.
Zarla Shinanza.
I agree. Why would anybody compare Twilight Sparkle to clowns like the Obama Clan or the Trump Clan? Sig, Metallica plus Iron Maiden plus Black Sabbath plus My Little Pony equals life.
And Lemon. It seemed pretty obvious to me, but Crank High Voltage was referencing kaiju films. You might not have recognized that. Maybe go back to Shark Tale for now.
You gotta get your right hand man back. I mean, you gotta put some button to the letter, but the sooner the better to get your right hand man back.
Alexander Hamilton, troops are waiting in the field for you. If you join us right now, together we can turn the tide. Oh, Alexander Hamilton.
Hey, F+.
Hello.
Hi, Lemon.
Hey, how is everyone doing? What are your opinions on movies?
I've never seen one.
Okay, would you like to someday?
I've heard about them.
Okay. What if you were to, Zarla, if you were to go watch a movie, either at a place for watching movies or at your or at your apartment, where would you what movie would you like to see?
Probably one with like a person in it. Is that possible?
Okay. No. Okay, so chick flicks. That's what you're saying. Chick flicks. Okay. With people in them.
Right.
Okay, so then you're watching your movie with a person in it, and then once the movie's over, what would you do?
I'd like to complain about it.
Ooh, where would you like to complain about it?
On a street corner most of the time.
Okay. That's sound. That's smart. But that might not be the best decision. Have you heard of a place called the Internet?
No.
Okay. Wow.
Right, wow.
Okay, so some more questions.
Oh, boy.
You are a time
I
traveler.
spend too much time on the street corner. I don't have...
They probably have Wi-Fi in the street corner. I want to tell you about something, some very exciting news from the person listening, the recent past. So IMDb, or the Internet Movie Database, which is owned by Amazon, made the decision recently that they were going to completely eliminate their forum system. They said, we only now realized that we had a forum, and then we looked at it and we went, ooh, that's gross. And
what's this line item here in our budget? Why is the bandwidth so high?
Pick it up and a bunch of cockroaches come scurrying out.
They're called users, damn it.
It just says idiot vessel, $30 million. So IMDb decided to remove their comments entirely from the website. An action that I, as a human being, very much applaud, and I, as a F+ commissar, realized that we needed to do something about. So this is an episode in memoriam of the IMDb forum, and we're going to find out a little bit about these forums and see if we can figure out just why they decided to remove them. So we're going to start off with you, Mr. Boots Raingear. Me?
You. This is a thread title about Tony Hawk. It's on the board of Tony Hawk, and what do you want to share?
So first of all,
I'm Callie Bobali.
Okay.
Maybe. Read this. Breaking news. Okay, that got your attention. Hopefully.
Oh, boy.
I need help!
Okay. All right.
Really
This is probably the right place to go for it, IMDb.
Okay, on Tony Hawk Underground 2, does anyone know if you can enter cheats without having to complete the hardest impossible classic mode?
Well, now I understand why you were so frantic.
Yeah.
Cause if so, tell me. Got hacks? Cheats to get cheats? I need help! I am stuck on FNA level 4. So, if you anything, this would be really nice of you. Callie. If anyone asks, I am not a retard. I am simply a chipmunk with brain dysfunctions.
No, that's not what you are.
Oh my god. If anyone asks, I am not a retard. I am simply a chimp monk with brain dysfunctions.
Oh my.
Functions.
Dysfunctions.
So you're a religious chimp.
Yeah, with the fun and brain dysfunctions.
And then Frank West, you're Phantom Angel.
Yeah, hi, I'm Phantom Angel 6121. Yeah, man, I completed classic mode easily with the cheats. And yes, it is near impossible without them. Try the unlimited rail cheat and unlimited balance cheat. That will help you out big time. I don't have time to get the cheats for you, but go on www.cheatplanet.com or www.gamespot.com and get the cheats from there. I'll check back soon and see if you need any more help getting those cheats.
Welcome to IMDb. Go somewhere else.
and I'll rollerblade past you and give them to you on a floppy disk.
Yeah, man. Just go to GameSpot.com and tell them Phantom Angel sent you. They'll hook you up.
What's the password? And then Zarla, you are Master Q-Tip. So congratulations on the new album.
LMFAO, guys. Suck, this game was so easy. I beat the whole thing without using cheats, and if ooh's cheats, that makes ooh a beep.
So
it should be noted that it actually just says beep with asterisk next to it.
So
yeah, if it had asterisks, we wouldn't
it's
say
worth
beep.
mentioning here, Master Q-Tip, that was not a stylized swear word right there. This document given to us by Bark Ranger, in all caps. The first document provided to us by Bark Ranger, who points out that IMDb has its own cuss filter that replaces many words with beep. Also, because of the whole comment thing, document available on thefpl.us has all of these links on archive.org.
And if you want to see these links live, then you should visit within 3 days of now.
By now, he's talking to you from the past, by the way.
Yes.
Right, so you have to go into the past to visit them on account of this episode not coming out in time.
I don't know. Lemon can edit this and get it out tonight, right?
Ken won't. We're going to move away from Tony Hawk into another pop culture figure that I think a lot of you might be familiar with, and his name is Pablo Escobar. Come up. We are in the Pablo Escobar board, and you are a human squared? You're a second human.
No,
you're
human two.
Human number 2.
Human 2.
Okay.
A genius! I wanted to say a few words following my comment of yesterday, where I said that when I watch a drug trafficking related documentary, I can't sleep afterward. Personally, I know in private Pablo wasn't at all the monster everybody seemed to think he is, and he certainly wasn't a psychopath like I heard in a documentary.
But, okay.
He was a genius!
He killed thousands of police officers.
A genius!
He killed like 100 judges.
It was so intelligent the way that he killed those thousands of police officers.
And a family man!
Of people. Okay, fine, whatever.
A family man! And I have a good opinion of him as a person. But I must admit I would have had to meet him during his drug trafficking years.
and then be murdered.
I probably would have been a bit too nervous to say anything intelligent.
Hey Pablo, my name's Human 2 and I'm just a really huge fan.
I've been close with a guy named Mario at the hospital.
Okay.
Heartily.
It's a very South American name, Mario.
Yeah, and I was usually able to talk with him and be productive. However, if I was to meet Pablo today, I would be 100% able to communicate and be productive. I wouldn't even be nervous. I'm even certain he is a very interesting person.
You know he's been dead since the 90s, right?
No, I understand how he does things and wouldn't be afraid at all.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen an interview made these days with hers former sidekick, Popeye, and they all seem to be a nice band who only make music.
Huh?
After all, I'm not made of chocolate.
I would like to give you the only worthwhile response to this post here, which is, this post has been deleted.
Ahead of its time. A real trendsetter.
Mr. Boots Rain Gear.
Mm-hmm.
You are going to be Rob T. Firefly. But let me just lead you in here with my post, which is on the Wilford Brimley board. My name's Daniel-259, and dear Mr. Brimley, hello. I'm trying to find your agent to contact, as I believe that you are an excellent match for a character in a feature product called TQ. And our investors have asked that we provide our actor wish list along with attachments. Attachments? Therefore, if you read this, I have a screenplay ready for you to determine if you are interested in the character role of, you're going to love this, Grandpa Nod. Please, sir, have your agent or whomever contact me at this email address and or visit the TQ development website at cosmicoriginscom/TQ/TQ.htm for more info.
Is that Grandpa Nod? Is that like Command and Conquer 16? Tiberium Social Security?
No, it's just a really bland olive dip.
Wow, the site's still up.
Thank you for a moment of your time. My name's Daniel, and I'm very much assuming that Mr. Wilford Brimley posts his own form on IMDb all the time. And also, my signature in this post has a quote from the TQ.
Whoa!
And my quote is, "He who saves the children, comma, fights for a future." some future. F+, I have a very important question.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Should we read, I don't know if we should or not, should we read a IMDb forum post about Shaggy 2 Dope? I guess we will. So this is about one of the two guys in Insane Clown Posse, Shaggy 2 Dope.
I'm not gonna read this in VR.
Yes, you are. God damn it!
I don't know. We tend to shy away from Insane Clown Posse stuff, so maybe it would be a good idea for us to hone in on this particular one.
It's good to shy away from making fun of it when I'm in the podcast, at least. I take personal offense.
Okay. I didn't know where you sided on the Insane Clown Posse v. Twisted debate.
I'm just trying to hold together both sides of the family in my mind, Lemon. It's hard.
By the way, just I know a lot of people, the Ball Pit regulars and stuff are familiar, but if you are listening to this podcast and you're not familiar, that Insane Clown Posse and a similar clown rap band called Twisted are in a feud. Wow. It is the best. It is the best thing. Yeah. It will make you, every time, a bad Trump thing happens, you can just read some more about that, and you just get happy again. It's really great. They're going to have a march on Washington, and I can tell you this.
It will not be United Front.
They are going to have a march on Washington, and I will promise you this: the F Plus will have a reporter on the scenes. I promise you this will happen. I have already worked it out. All right. But Frank West, your name is Z Company.
Hello.
And what do you got to say?
I am Z Company. Sounded
Z Company.
pretty dumb last night.
Shaggy Tube Dope did?
No.
What lyric did he say all dumbly?
Well, if anyone heard Shaggy's old vinyl collection last night, 8:23, on Beep Radio, then you were aware Shaggy was taking phone calls of celebrity encounters. And you might have heard the guy call in with his lame Bill Clinton story. Well, that was me. Though I have no real proof of that, it's the Bible truth. That was me. Basically.
Wow, what a great humble brag.
Yeah. So, you might have been listening to the radio, and, there was a guy, and he was on the radio.
Yeah. I was listening to the radio show where the clown plays some of his old records.
Basically, there was really no story to it at all, and I was trying to make it sound as interesting as I could as I was going along, babbling about stuff that his hand smelled like a cigar and all that crap. Hold on, you're telling me that a fan of the Insane Clown Posse told a lame story and did their best to babble on a lot to make it sound interesting? That just doesn't feel like the family I know.
Fucking sign them up to Psychopathic Records.
That's true, their roster's hurting these days.
I just shook Bill's hand, and that was it. Shaggy was right in saying the story was stale, and I should have admitted that. There was no story. I was just calling in because that's the closest thing I've ever had to a celebrity encounter, and I'm a fan of the show. Instead, I made myself sound like such a jackass on the air. I'm still pretty flushed about that, and I need to get this off my chest. I guess all I'm really trying to saying here is that I was calling in with my little story for the love of Shaggy and the show, regardless of how retarded the story was. I should have said that. I should have friggin' said that.
What a press release! Wow.
And now when I do it here,
I don't believe any of that post. Because it has way too good spelling for somebody who calls in to a Shaggy.
I apologize to my wife. I apologize to my children. I apologize to the constituents of Michigan.
All we have left are regrets.
Kumquat Stop, your gum wrapper. Yep.
Damn clown, you are not ready for the clowns. Try harder next time, clown love.
Oh my god. I bet Insane Clown Posse is going to use that as a sample in the next album.
and that's how you read alternating caps.
Breaking up briefly, if you go to juggalomarch.com, you can see the people. Wait, at one point they had a thing where they had like a list of people that who were invited, and then they were divided into categories of accepted, decline, and did not respond. They've now changed that to just the accepted. Okay. If you go to the Juggalo March, you will be delighted to know that Two Live Crew they've said yes. So Two Live Crew, you're going to get that. You're going to get Project Born, of course. Vanilla Ice, as you might expect. And, surprisingly, Insane Clown Posse will be there.
Wow.
Kissing Candace and Kung Fu Vampire.
Anyway, that's enough of that. Hey, Zarla, let's read another thing about Shaggy Two Dope.
Okay.
Zarla, what is your thread in the Shaggy Two Dope forum called? Pretty -green -eyes.
It's called Detriote.
Get riots.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Shaggy 2 Dope and Silent J claiming that's right when you live 20 miles away. Haha, I love that line. Totally in love with Trish Stratus and Christy Hem XXX.
Is Silent J, is that like a slam? Is that like he doesn't talk enough? Violent J?
That's a good question.
Okay, good. Thank you. Frank, you've been sitting there in the forums, haven't you, Z Company?
Yeah, it's me, Z Company again, number one speller in the ICP crew represent.
Oh, yeah.
And I love this line.
Went all the way to 5th grade.
And I love this line from my man, DJ Jake. And don't forget to add the fact that Feminem lived in the... Wait, where's the line breaks in this? I thought I knew, but I didn't.
Well, it's like Eminem. It's a stream of consciousness and just syllables thrown at you, man.
Oh, good. In that case...
So I like Feminem.
And don't forget to add the fact that Feminem lived in the suburbs next to ICP as well. Also, ICP moved into Detroit from those suburbs when they were early teens. Feminem got butt-fucked, just like you, and stayed out in his suburb. And also remember Feminem's ever-flopping first records. Haha, you ain't shixt. You won't amount to shixt. You will forever be shixt for your whole life.
Whoa.
You have no talent. You have no future. And I love laughing at those who are less fortunate than me. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha! I'm better
a lot
than...
of people less fortunate than you, Z Company.
Well, that's why I have to take my joys where I can get them.
It's weird. It's weird to see a juggalo with a like thus spoke Zarathustra sort of vibe to him. Yes, social Darwinism. Also, I'm a juggalo.
I'm better than you'll ever be, bitch. Please commit suicide so I don't have to pay your welfare.
Pretty Green Eyes, you have anything to say about that?
Ha ha ha. That's pretty funny. Respect to them now.
Yeah, my name's Glaze, you dead homie.
Wow.
What, that's my name, Glaze, you dead homie.
He's a juggalo cake maker.
If you said that to a juggalo in real life, you'd be rap #D 6 ways from Georgia.
Hashed is how you pronounce that.
Rap hashed.
My friend is mates with Killa C and some other people from ICP, so
Whoa.
I'm gonna shut up. At the start, I just thought it was funny because this guy was murked by Eminem. Then I thought it was funny that my little remarks had such a big impact on this forum, lol. I don't care so much now. So above this ICP discussion.
Wow, that's nice.
Yeah.
So
I
I found that
is legitimately a great username.
so this is a Z Company and all this talk about Feminem and DJ Jake. I found that Feminem.com was a site that was started by DJ Jake.
Oh, tell me more.
It's now what we're seeing is sort of like what's happening to IMDb now is that the site is no more, but it does have a little bit of a shrine explaining how it was a good place for juggalos to make fun of Eminem. So.
Somebody get Amazon on the phone.
So here's it says, what happens next? Today, Feminem.com is essentially retired. It exists only as an archive of the original forum community and this website history page. The forum remains closed to public viewing, although the original members are still allowed to access and contribute to a select number of sections.
Excuse me, Mr. Bezos. I think you consider yourself a man of the people. And this is the one place where we can speak out on Feminem.
I have to leave it for future archaeologists.
There's some more fun here on Henry Rollins not liking Bono, but I'm going to skip past that, and I'm going to ask you a question, Boots. Hey, Boots. Mm-hmm. We're skipping away from the famous people into the film and TV section of this document.
Oh, good.
Provided once again by Bark Ranger.
Things that are actually covered by IMDb.com.
And Boots, what's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie?
Is it?
Oh, okay.
Is it?
I was gonna say it was the Flintstones Viva Rock Vegas, but
No, I don't know. That's not an option. I'm so sorry.
it's a prequel.
No. Is your favorite movie Blade 2?
Okay, it's a good one.
Yeah. Or Deuce Bigelow European Gigolo?
Oh, that is my favorite non-Flintstones Viva Rock Vegas movie. Yes.
Would you say it's your favorite Rob Schneider movie?
I'd say it's probably like a tie between that and another Rob Schneider movie.
All Rob Schneider movies were actually interconnected as one bigger sort of arc story. So they're really all the same movie. They were also all filmed all straight, 100%,
So
with no retakes.
okay, so this is a thing that makes sense.
Yeah,
So-
what's up?
So my name is Euroman34, and I posted this in the board for Deuce Bigelow European Gigolo, and I have to say, Dutch are to blame for the drugs in the world. Their so-called liberal views on drugs have caused drugs be available in the reach of young kids.
Harm drugs? That sounds harmful.
Their view on drugs have caused harm drugs to be available in the reach of young kids. Slash Fred.
Good, you
Hopefully
closed your Fred
Flintstone.
tag there.
Oh no, there's no more Fred water.
Shit.
I'm a Republican. That's my opinion on this matter.
Sure is. In response to this completely on topic post on Deuce Bigelow European Gigolo, I have to say mine is Ponky, and first of all, I can't stand a Republican. Second, I should not reply to a troll. But this post is so incredibly shallow and superficial that I have to say something. It is statistically proven that the Dutch approach works. As the crime rate related to drugs is very low and the average number of addicted people is the lowest, at least in Europe. And why? Because the legal aspect of soft drugs, not the harm drug, but the soft drugs is visible and controllable to the government. It does not disappear into the illegality of the underworld.
No.
So before you make a
Try that
statement...
sentence again, because I just want to see how it actually plays.
Sure, here we go. And why? Because of the legal aspect of soft drugs, it is visible and controllable to the government. It does not disappear to the illegality or the underworld.
Yeah, still doesn't make any sense.
Okay. So before you make a statement like that, look at your own country first. I rather have some people smoke pot than live in a country responsible for a total disrupted world and invading countries on false accusations. With the highest crime rate and the most disturbed people in the world. And about the kids, our kids have no drugs issue. As it is in our culture, we know how to handle ourselves. Our kids don't have the craving to use it. Okay. Okay, I guess middle school is great if you're Dutch. It's like all things made illegal become appealing. If it is legal, it is not interesting anymore. Good point.
Gonna do this
What do you
crack,
think
but then it
about
got
that beer?
legalized. It's not into it anymore. I was into crack when it was underground.
Oh God. Okay, I'm now realizing that this is an IMDb political fight on the legality of drugs that goes on for entirely too long. And I haven't the patience. I was here for Deuce Bigelow European Gigolo. God damn it. So instead, we're gonna have to move on to a more salient topic called "My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic." And Zarla, you are the phone number of the beast. Fuck. Boo. Boo. You are the phone number of the beast, and what's your topic called?
My topic is called My Little Pony Friendship is Magic 2010. How dare you, Sheen Spicer? Or is it Sean Spicer? I'm sorry.
Sean Spicer.
I watched
Sean
too many
Spicer.
ponies.
Wait.
Okay.
How did anybody know who Sean Spicer was in July 19th, 2016?
I get the feeling Sean Spicer was probably really active on the IMDb forums. Like, a lot of I know about his backstory, but Bozarth and me were talking about this at one point. Like, I feel like Sean Spicer, before his current job, was spending, like, a lot of time on pissconsumer.com. This cinnamon gum is fucking terrible!
Yeah, or on the IMDb My Little Pony forums. Yeah. All right.
Okay, yeah.
Claiming that Twilight... Oh, sorry.
I was just saying that Googling Sean Spicer My Little Pony gives you a bunch of results.
Oh boy!
It's Sean Spicer defends Melania Trump with My Little Pony.
Could it be related? Let's find out.
From July 2016.
Oh, I remember that now. Yeah, it's like, why are you getting mad at what she said? Because it's just like My Little Pony, which is very popular.
Okay. All right.
Claiming that Twilight Sparkle made the same asinine claims as Michelle Obama and Melania Trump when she said, "This is your dream. Anything you can do in your dreams, you can do now." She's a fantasy character. She was speaking literally.
Kumquat stop.
Oh, God.
What movie do you feel really expanded your mind and made you a more well-rounded human being? Was it the very popular 1927 art house film Metropolis? The fairly popular 2010 movie Inception? Or the 1997 movie Flubber?
I mean, personally, Flubber, but I want to read comments about Inception, so I'm going to say that one.
All right, great. This one's already been scrubbed. Wow, this is interesting. It's happening in real time. The episode's slipping away as we're trying to read it. Fuck!
Just like Inception.
The IMDb forums weren't actually going to close until we made this episode to make them have the idea to close it.
Shit, they're here!
We should put out this episode was put together like a week ago.
Yeah. Here we go. There, this is from thearchive.org. ultimate_bad-ass. What is your topic called?
For smart people who think this is overrated, how come this movie have 8.8 rating despite of the impossible plot? Star Wars is much better.
And now there's a spoiler tag. I would like you to click on that spoiler tag.
Spoilers! Just kidding! Rot with your opinion. Your minor opinion does not matters. All the sci-fi movies have illogical plot. Inception is awesome. Best sci-fi movie ever made. It is not overrated like some people who pretend to be smart says. Better than Star Wars. That's why it holds greater position. Usually old movies, especially sci-fi, have higher rating, but this one have higher rating on Top 250. Type IMDb highest rated movies instead of Top 250, which have many bugs with more of votes. Despite the fact more the votes, less is the rating. Since newly released movies have high votes, but it gradually reduces.
Well, thanks for putting that in the spoiler tag. I would have hated to.
Now you know the plot of Inception.
For watching Inception, is that the plot of Inception?
Plot of Inception better than Star Wars. Period.
Frank West.
Yes.
What are Avril J92's opinions on the Keenan and Kel film Good Burger?
Hey, I'm Avril J92, and this movie is actually pretty sad.
Okay. Are you just worried about the future prospects of Kel? Is that what's going on here?
Probably.
Don't worry, I'm sure we'll be hearing so many more great comedy routines from lovable character actor Kel. I mean, he's just going to go on.
I can't even Wikipedia Kel. That doesn't work. No Wikipedia. I don't want to read about Kellyanne Conway. I want to know about Kel. Fuck.
That's actually him. He's the one playing Kellyanne Conway. You don't know.
Not even in the disambiguation. Oh wait, no, it is. It is. Mitchell is his last name.
Yeah, obviously. Us Burgerheads knew that already.
Is that what they're called? Do you guys beef with the parrot heads?
Yes, but we emphasize the word beef because it's it's part of our thing. We're beefing with them. Get it? Wink.
Excellent.
But this movie really, it's sad though. This of goes along with the something has to be done post. This movie is so wonderful and now it's just a memory. I love this movie along with the old Nick shows. But years from now, the memories of having a great time watching these things will fade away.
Wow.
I just learned from this message board that there are some good burger restaurants in New York, which makes me extremely happy that something is keeping the old Nick shows alive.
What?
Oh, some good burger restaurants, not some good burger.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
To be fair, it says the thing you first said.
But is that restaurant related in any way? I mean, Bubba Gump's restaurants clearly show relation to the movie because of the stop and go signs and the Forrest Gump trivia that they sometimes do. Do the good burger restaurants in New York promote any affiliation to Nickelodeon? I want Nick back!
It's still in the air. It's still. I mean, I don't know if you can find good, but Nickelodeon's still in the air. You
not the
that,
real
right?
Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
Okay.
The important thing about Nickelodeon is that it had the shows I liked when I was a kid, and I was a kid. And I just those are the important bits.
That does make it the best. Yeah. My name's Josh Hosh. I only waited a week to post this. Stop crying about the lost past and start enjoying life as it is now.
Wow.
In 10 years, you'll be wishing things from this time were still around. You didn't even get to enjoy them fully because you were spending it moaning about the past. I don't mean to sound mean, but times change.
Yeah, so moaning about the past is only for the future.
You got something to look forward to, yeah. The Good Burger movie is still there, along with your memories. Look at The Simpsons. People are sick of it because it's been around so long. It's a good thing our favorite shows from Nickel in the British spelling, Dion, are no longer in production. They're safe in our memories, and it can't be ruined. It's nothing sad at all. Peace! Man, I think Josh Hosh might be a life coach.
Yeah.
Yes.
Took all the fucking rearview mirrors off of his car and threw them in the trash.
Josh.
Stop trying to live a good burger and start trying to live a good life.
Boots, I'm not going to even lead you in. What do you got?
I am Snisnerone.
Are you sure that's what you are? Is that what you'd like to be?
Snisnerone.
Okay, I mean, I guess you made a decision. Might as well roll with it.
Yeah, that's what I am. It's what I've always been, really. Anyway, we're going to talk about Gone with the Wind. Ladylike eating. Early in the novel, Mammy made Ellen eat supper before evening prayers. One of the foods was breast of fried chicken, which Ellen had to eat using a knife and fork. I find it very difficult to eat foods like chicken solely with a knife and fork. Eventually, I have to pick it up with my fingers in order to consume all the meat, and that was considered unladylike back then.
Yes, you're stating several facts in a row. Congratulations.
Right. So, was the chicken boned before Mammy served it to Ellen?
No! Jesus, come on! Come on! Come on!
And what about...
Also, this war thing seems lame. Why are they doing that? I wouldn't go to war.
And what about the golden topped biscuits? Did Ellen have to use the knife and fork on them, too? Same thing at the 12 Oaks barbecue.
Were you going to pick up the fucking biscuit inside of the gravy with your hands?
I do.
Nobody asked you.
Oh, okay. Goodbye.
Oh, no, I feel bad.
Man, he doesn't get out that much. You surely shouldn't shove him away like that.
Anyway, same thing at the 12 Oaks barbecue. Was the pork, mutton, and chicken meat removed from the bones before serving it to the ladies? Just goes to show you what a double standard there was then. Men could slobber all over their food like hogs, but women had to be dainty.
What did you think that movie was about?
I think someone's mad their mom made them use a knife and fork for dinner.
It's about food. My name's Earl Lord Carlton.
Oh, it's the Royal Lord Carlton.
Men also used forks and knives when consuming most foods back then. It isn't that hard to consume a chicken breast with fork and knife, considering it usually has a lot of meat on it. I hardly ever see people actually finishing a chicken breast till it's bare boned.
And I watch.
Okay, I've never seen anyone eat fried chicken then, I guess.
Also, there were some foods that were consumed with your hands. Lastly, if you read about the origins of the hot dog roll, you will find that it is remotely what you think it is.
Is this like in the gun with the wind appendices?
It is remotely. It is far from what, yeah.
Hot dog roll. Keep going.
With women, it is how much of 8. Not
With
how...
women, it's always how much of 8. Am I right, guys?
Excuse me.
Not how our 8, as the methods of consumption were not that different between genders. And it is pretty much the same nowadays.
When you got
You
consumption,
just-
it was pretty much the same.
You just happen to see people eating in more uncivilized way more often. If you went to IDK Capital Grille, would you seriously pick up your chicken breast and start eating it with your hands? Certain settings call for certain manners.
Okay.
Is Capital Grill a thing?
Zarla, I got something for you to read about Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Your name is Doug65. Oh, but let me lead you in here. My name is... Okay. My name's Mike Rowe Rush, and then I think a phone number. I think my name is Mike Rowe Rush, followed by a phone number.
Give me a call. I want to talk to you about Harry Potter.
Well, no, it's missing a digit.
Okay. If you need a rush on Mike Rowe.
So I only need to guess 10 times to get his phone number.
All right. Okay, so about Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, title change for Dumb America?
Oh, this. Classic.
I heard many years ago that Warner Brothers were concerned that most/all Americans would not know what a philosopher was. Hence,
the name change. Anyone know if this is true? And here's the most intelligent punctuation I can think of, which is a question mark followed by 5 periods.
That's for you walking out of the room. Just letting the question hang there.
Yeah. My hands are up in the air and I'm backing out of the room slowly. Mind you, in light of current events, I could understand it if it was released now. But not many, many years ago when that movie came out. Doug65, do you have something to say?
You know, for someone who apparently has nothing better to do than caper about casting aspersions at alleged mental deficiencies exhibited by Americans based on recent election results, which, by the way, although they're still incomplete, indicate that President-elect Trump was actually considerably behind in the popular vote count, you're not exactly a paragon of intellectual prowess yourself. Finding the proper answer to your question is rather elementary, you see. Simply...
Oh, yeah! Yeah! You just got like 15 smart people points with that word.
Simply open the web browser of your choice and enter the following search terms. Rowling, Harry Potter, title change. Scattered amongst an estimated 749,000 results, according to Google anyway, you should find the following
Citing
link.
references? Nice.
Add blah blah link. Dead link. There, in fairly clear language, even someone of your advanced intellect should be able to comprehend, is your answer. But you really didn't come here looking for an honest answer, did you?
Well, Holmes, looks like you've won another intellectual debate on the internet.
I miss detectiving!
Brush my hands off, close the laptop.
Kumquat Stop, you found something you were excited about, is that right?
I did?
What did you find?
Stop IMDb from disabling the message boards!
So we're now on change.org.
My name's Dan Jones. I'm making this petition to save the message boards of IMDb. They recently came to a decision to close all message board functions. They will close February 20th, 2017. The message boards are a key element of what makes the site so great.
Good point. Also those asshole lists that are always on the side.
Yeah, the community's built, there will be no more. Join me to help save the boards of IMDb. Every signature is much appreciated. Thank you for taking the time to read this.
Now, again, there's a fun chronology thing here that's happening because we're reading this before the official February 20th cutoff date. And as of this recording, they are at 5,673 supporters, and they need to reach 7,500. So, if you go to IMDb and there's no comments, you know why.
Right, well, I mean, the CEO, set a threshold. He's like, all right, if I get 7,500, I got a I rigged up a custom, LED bat phone on my desk. When it gets to 7,500, it'll start ringing, and then I'll be like, no, cancel this whole fucking thing. Yeah.
My favorite status update from this petition is it's one by Sarah Barnes here who says fight for the things you believe in #2017.
to be fair, I think that's a joke.
Oh, okay. I just love the idea that it would show up on somebody's feed and be like, oh, what sort of petition is this? What the fuck? All right. So now it is the time in the F plus IMDb episode. It is the time where we talk about Full House.
Everywhere you look.
Okay.
That's right.
Okay.
We're closing on the good stuff. Zarla, I think you should do this here.
Yeah, you're in big
Zarla,
trouble, mister. Have mercy.
So Zarla,
cut it out.
We're gonna start off.
Is it made out of wood?
This could keep going. Yes, absolutely, yes.
Watch the hair.
You've got it, dude. So we're gonna start off with Full House, the original. And Zarla, what does Shrill Trills want to talk about with Full House?
Full House. Michelle shoving all the wedding cake samples in her mouth. My shrill trills. Okay.
Uh-oh. Sounds like perviness is ahead.
When they brought in the cake samples for Jesse and Becky's wedding, and Michelle ran downstairs and said, I'm coming, I'm here. This is getting pervy. And then she proceeded to just stuff her face with all of them. I wanted to smack her through the screen. What a spoiled little brat. They brought everyone there to help decide on a flavor, and she just put her dirty little hands all over everything and shoved it all in her face. And probably the worst part is that the adults did absolutely nothing to stop her. They just let her climb on the table and behave like that. And we're all laughing like it was the cutest thing in the world. And it seemed like the audience was supposed to find it cute too. From a real life perspective, she ruined the samples, and Jesse would have to go back for more. Would he have to pay for new ones? And
wasn't she a very young child at the time?
like 4, I guess.
No.
Okay.
No. She was 2 very young children at the time.
That's true. And no one else got to help sample them, which is the whole purpose of him bringing them. Michelle really should have been punished for that. But of course, the adults were all just standing there watching her as if it was all so adorable. No wonder she grew up so spoiled. People always let her get away with stuff because they were dumb enough to think it was cute rather than recognize it as the obnoxiousness as it was. Overall, I just found Michelle to be an annoying little brat. I never understood why people loved her so much on the show, to the point where the adults on the show favored her and she was treated like the breakout character of the show. Nobody loves me that much.
I'm really glad that didn't turn out to be pervy, too. Well, let's see if I can change that. My name's Owlnut73.
Oh.
On the news show, DJ baked a cake for everyone, and there was barely one piece left after Stephanie and Kimmy got done with it. After Stephanie and Kimmy got done with it. All 3 women also polished off Kimmy's wedding cake. I feel like I'm reading a Clips for Sale description. The door swings both ways. She was a little kid. They were grown women.
Hello, my name is the Ultimate Hippo! Oh
my God, it's him!
If my daughter did that, she'd have been grounded for a month. She'd have to do all of her siblings' chores, and she would not get any dessert as well. Michelle's behavior was flat out disgusting, and what was even worse was that the adults thought it was the cutest thing ever. I completely agree with the OP. I couldn't have said it better. I really wish Gia and Claire had became Tanner. Honey, be fine.
Mm-hmm.
If that had been my kid, I would have grabbed her off the table before she could touch the second piece of cake, forced her to spit out whatever she had in her mouth, reprimanded her in front of everyone, and told her because of her behavior she doesn't get any more cake, and sent her up to her room for the rest of the night. The way the adults behaved with Michelle in the situation, laughing and allowing it to happen, was truly pathetic.
Not only that, but while she's on punishment, I would make her sit and watch everybody eat dessert every night, while she didn't get any. It would be nothing but broccoli for her. I really wish Gia and Claire became Tanner. Honey, be fine.
Hey, I'm Purple Cover 101. All right. We get it. Michelle was bad and greedy to pig out on the cake. We get it. Give it a damn rest and move on with your lives.
Why the F minus CK are you still here, you racist C minus NT? I really wish Gia and Claire became Tanner. Honey, be fine.
What the fuck are you calling me a racist? Dumb beep.
This post has been deleted.
And now you're wishing death upon people? You really are.
Yeah, it's the internet. It's a forum on the internet. Of course he is.
You really are a creepy and worthless beep, are you? Every day when I get up in the morning, I thank the Lord I'm not you.
So people can only talk about what you want to? Here's an idea. If you don't like a thread, don't read it. And it's ironic for you, of all people, to tell anyone to move on with their lives.
Well, if you don't like what I do... Sorry, if you don't like what I write on threads, here's an idea. Ignore it and keep scrolling.
So you're a hypocrite and admit it? Good! That's an important step. People don't like Michelle. Get over it!
Who says I'm mad about people not liking Michelle? I'm not mad or defending her.
You're yelling at people who criticize her. So yeah, you're defending her.
You flipped shit. T. When we dare say that Michelle should have been punished, you are severely F- kicked in the head and you belong back in Strive. I really wish she and Claire became Tanner. Honey, be fine!
It's Outlet again. I'm the one defending her. She was barely 4 years old, and they didn't seem to care, so why do you? It wasn't your cake.
Because a lot of us have children and don't want them to think that this kind of behavior is acceptable,
Eating
even
cake?
though the writers apparently think it's cute to act like a selfish, greedy pig. Plus, this board is for discussing Full House, and that's what we're doing. Get the freak over it, L. Nut. I really wish Jen Claire had become Tanner. Honey, be fine.
You're a bully.
The fact that they didn't seem to care is the big problem here. They let Michelle get away with anything and everything, which is why she was such a spoiled brat from the beginning to the end. She should have been punished for this behavior.
Oh, well, she also wasn't punished for running away in Disney World, breaking the dinosaur, stealing from her family, running away from home, stowing away on Danny's date, and turning Nikki and Alex into her slaves. I really wish Jen Claire had become Tanner! Honey, stay fine!
I think we had just had a very productive conversation about the television show Full House.
Why are they deleting this? It's so good.
It's like we're about to lose this. It'll be gone forever.
Hello, Library of Congress?
Well, how many signatures do you have? Well, now having had that important conversation about Full House, it's now time to move on to Fuller House.
Oh.
Good.
So this is the Fuller House board, March 10th, 2016. Frank West, you are Navarros, and you have something to say about this.
Hello, I'm Navarros.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry I mispronounced it. I apologize.
This immoral filth desperately needs Kirk Cameron to clean it up. This immoral filth is
It's
called Fuller House.
In his capacity as a janitor, do you mean, or
A janitor of America's filth, maybe.
He's like Mike Ehrmantraut from Breaking Bad. He's the cleaner.
There are a lot of similarities between Mike Ehrmantraut and Kirk Cameron.
Oh, my God.
This immoral filth is called Fuller House, is misleadingly marketed as a wholesome and clean family show, even though it is actually smutty and disgusting, immoral trash.
Sounds like somebody's on the Fuller House street team.
This is the first time I've ever wanted to watch Fuller House.
Yeah.
Exactly,
I just added it to my watch list. Have mercy.
Here are some examples of immoral, filthy, smut, trashy thing this show does that no wholesome, clean family show would ever do.
Here we go.
For me.
Yes, wonderful.
The characters take the Lord's name in vain. The characters use foul language. The characters blatantly talk about sex, even in front of their own young kids. How sick can they get? Boing, wing, wing. The characters constantly make disgusting sex jokes.
Okay.
Okay, sorry. Some of the characters dress like streetwalkers because apparently I'm from the 1800s.
It all adds up so far.
Stephanie, Full House Streetwalker, Google image. What do we got? Boy, that is a long sweater that she's wearing. You're right. Good point.
Stephanie
and jeggings. Fuck.
jeggings are the pants of the infidels. Stephanie is a slut who fornicates.
I mean, so when like in casual conversations, when you use the word slut and you don't follow it up with who fornicates, what do you mean by that?
She's one of those sluts.
I guess you mean a bad slut at that point. Stephanie promotes the use of illegal rave or drug pills.
Oh,
The show.
You mean like on like late night like infomercials or okay.
Try new Ecstasy Plus.
I'm trying to imagine what these streetwalkers in your neighborhood dress like. Like a lot of hoodies and denim, I guess.
Well, like Stephanie in the first episode of Fuller House. So put an image of that up with the
This
episode.
is just a weird. This is going to be one of those Google image search that just haunts me a month later. Open up the phone. It's like, hey, Lemon, you're into Stephanie from Full House, right? Fuck. You did Google Stephanie Tanner slut, then you Google Stephanie Tanner tits, then you Google Stephanie Tanner short skirt. So you're a creep.
We've looked at everyone's Google image search to determine who is the biggest Stephanie Taylor. And we've come straight to their front door. The show displays highly sexual dancing. The show displays lesbian dancing.
what?
The characters make lesbian jokes.
Not like
The
you.
characters make insect jokes. Insect jokes.
Incest jokes?
The characters.
Incest jokes, huh? Wow.
The characters make racist jokes which bash white people for being white.
Oh, okay. I was wondering why you
The
were
worst
concerned
kind
about
of
racist
racism.
jokes. I was wondering why you were concerned about racism, but okay.
I almost typed a sentence without demonstrating the kind of person that I am.
Shame on Candace Cameron for participating in this film.
What? What?
What?
What?
Wait,
What?
I didn't know that she was above reproach.
she is supposed to be a good Christian lady. She surely must know better. She also must have known better many months ago when she lied while making comments that said this show would be appropriate for kids to watch.
Lock her up! Ah!
Her and this show definitely, desperately need her brother, Kirk Cameron, to straighten themselves and this show out.
Oh my god. I really
Karen.
want to read this guy's fanfic. Oh my god.
Oh my god, you're so right.
I guarantee that if Mr. Cameron made this show, none of the sick elements I've described would be present within it.
But different sick elements would come back.
Kirk was even in the first series as a guest actor, so it would make perfect sense for him to return and clean up the filth that others have created in his absence.
He's proven that he can walk onto the set, I guess.
They should immediately fire all the showrunners and hire Kirk Cameron in their place as executive producer and moral supervisor.
Wow.
Fuller House is, as it now stands, an immoral abomination.
Are we sure that Kirk Cameron didn't write this?
No.
He really needs a job.
Yeah, to help promote his sister's show, I guess. Like, because, I mean, like, even beyond the jokes, I was like, well, I'm kind of curious what the lesbian jokes were and the lesbian dancing. Like, I just want to know where the line was for him. Amazing. What did we learn from this episode, F+?
I want to watch Fuller House.
Yeah, of course. This episode, by the way, brought to you by Netflix. Hey, if you like scrolling through menus and never actually watching a thing, Netflix.
Yeah.
I never looked at the dates of any of these posts, and it didn't really matter. The ones from 2006 were exactly the same as the ones from, 2016.
I was actually a little surprised at how, I think the last bit was the only thing that we read that was really about TV or movies, right?
Yeah. I mean, presumably, I would assume that the forum probably started off about that, and then it just did what forums do.
Well, I learned that, they make a page for every person, for every actor, but then they also made pages for the people that the actors played, which is why there was a Pablo Escobar forum.
It is weird.
It wasn't like the Pablo Escobar movie, it was that people had played him in movies, so he was listed as a character, and they had forums.
Yeah,
that's such a weird beacon to send up, just to be like, hey, would you like a forum specifically about this actor to get all this shit that's in your head out? Here you go.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, in a weird way, I found this forum more honest than because many forums just boil down to like, I have strong opinions about this pop culture thing and or boners, It was just a highly regimented official version of what many forums turn into, where it's just subdivided officially by your official pop culture opinions.
Did it seem? It seemed to me a little bit like there would be people that would sort of like that would camp out like on it. So like there'd be a guy that would just like camp out on the Neil deGrasse Tyson forum. And just like like bat away all complaints about their specific topic.
Yeah. Like I did some exploring through random TV shows. And yeah, for sure. Like I know everybody's really passionate about like the modern Hawaii 5-0, and it shows.
Freedom looks like right there. The website is always thefpl.us, where you can buy stickers from us. I've also still got plenty of patches. I sold a bunch of patches in the beginning. I have not sold patches since then, so I've got patches to sell you. And you can donate. You can donate. You should donate. Hey, F+, why don't you have a Patreon? Because you can fucking donate. So go ahead and do that.
It's all good. We're fine.
Bye-bye!
And say thank you for making such excellent movies. Then I'm gonna pick him up by the hair, swing him over my head a few times, and throw him across the room, and kick all his teeth in, and then stomp on his face 40 or 50 times, cause he makes the best films. He makes the best films I've ever seen in my life. I love him. I love him.
My name's Almost Harmless. Okay, so I think the subject line is far long enough to be self-explanatory. Ellipsis smiley face. What would be the choice professions for vampires if they existed? Robot smiley face. Oh, and I was thinking more along the lines of modern day, but any cool thoughts are welcome. Ellipsis.
I am Mr. Lynch, telemarketer.
I'm Akira Gale 532, phone sex operator.
My name is The Godfather, 1993. Yes, phone sex operator would be good, but I would go around killing other vampires, so there would be blood for me. Plus, I would start my own house, the House of Hardcore Sex.
Easy. I'd be Scotland's goalkeeper. With my vampiric super reflexes and speed, nothing would get past that goal line, leaving Scotland to win the World Cup based on the fact that we can put about 10 players in attack and we'll always win penalty shootouts.
3 of them are, I would just sit on a phone and talk to people as a vampire. That's my fantasy, you know?
Phone sex operator. And then the other one says, the phone sex operator says, easy as pie, get paid a good bit of cash, go home, have sex with my partner, then go out on the town for a midnight snack.
Like perhaps surgeon had lots of free blood. The middle of the surgery just dipping down and
1 pint for you, 1 pint for me.
Oh, I spilled all the blood again. Oh, jeez, it's all in my mouth. Sorry, guys, I did it again. Better go get some more blood.
Stop licking your hands.
What else am I supposed to do to clean them off?